morning Year 4, and this is your maths video for if you've got this booklet on Tuesday the 12th of January. Now for today's learning we're going to be looking at page number 2, and that's all about number and place value, so thinking about what our numbers are worth. So let's have a little look at question number 1. So it's asking you to write down the tens and ones for each number. And that's what we call in school partitioning. So breaking our number down into its tens and into its ones. So I've got a number here for us to have a go at. So here I've got a 2 and a 7, 27. And I've got to think about how many tens this number has got and how many ones this number has got. And I can see that because it's in the tens column, I've got a 2. So I've got 2 tens. And then if I look in my ones column, I can see that I've got a number 7. So I've got 7 ones. So you've got to look carefully at all of those numbers and see if you can write down how many tens they've got and how many ones they've got. You've got 4 to do. Okay. The next set of questions then. Oh, this is a little bit tricky. So it says, write the largest number you can make using these digits. So you've been given 2 numbers. So I'm going to write down 2 numbers, and I'm going to write down a 2 and a number 5. Now I can only use these 2 numbers. And I've got to think of which order I can put them in to make the biggest number possible. Now, if I put my 2 at the start and then my 5, that makes the number 25. But I think if I swapped them around, I could make an even bigger number. So we don't want that one. I'm going to swap them around. I'm going to put my 5 in my tens column and my 2 in my ones column. And you can see that I've made the number 52 using my 2 digits here, which is bigger than the number 25. And you've got 3 of those to have a go at. So remember, put your biggest number in your tens column, and that will help you to make the biggest number possible. Okay, so let's have a little look at question number 3. And this one is tricky. So this is using 3-digit numbers. And it's asking you for how many hundreds each number has. And we know that when we've got a 3-digit number, that we're going to be looking in our hundreds column. So I'm going to have a little write in our booklet of our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. So let's have a little look then and see if we can figure out how many hundreds each number has got. So this one's been done for us, and if we look under my H for my hundreds column, we can see that there's a number 1. And you've got to try and figure out how many hundreds these other numbers have got. Okay, it is a little bit tricky, but remember, we're looking for the number that is on the left. Okay, now your final question then is asking you to partition 45 in 4 different ways. So that's thinking about 4 different ways of making the number 45. One's being done for you, splitting it into 40 and 5. And you've got to then think of 2 other numbers that add together to make 45. Now, once you finish today's learning Year 4, you're going to take a picture of it and send it to the Year 4 email address so I can see how well you have done.